Hi everyone, this is Steve of Clubs. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really have an accent. You can tell it's pretty bad, it's really fake. Sorry, I had to move a box. So yeah, it's a really fake accent. I'm not gonna use it anymore, it gets annoying. But anyway, so this is my variation on Andy Field Magic's trick Awesome. What you're gonna need is your blue deck of cards. Actually, you don't even need all these cards. All you really need from this deck are the 4 aces, okay? The rest you're going to do with a red pack. So what you're going to do is you're going to unbox these cards right here. And you have to be sure that it's a complete red deck, because if you've seen the variation, then you'll know why. Okay, so you're going to remove the 4 aces from this deck too. If you haven't seen the variation, I'm going to have the link right there. Okay. So, here we go. Here are the blue cards. Here are the red cards. What you're going to do is you're going to have the cards face up like that. You're going to take the red aces and you're going to put them face down. Okay, so if the cards are like this, you're going to have them face up on the top. Then you're going to flip the pack over so it all looks like that, with the red aces at the back. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. Anyway, then what you're going to do is you're going to take the blue aces and you're just going to drop them on top. Okay? Now, you're just going to tell your story, and while you're doing this, you're making random cuts. Be sure not to flash this. You're going to be making random cuts into the pack, just dropping the 4 aces in. And you're just going to do that. You're just going to drop them. Now, not a lot of people, I've performed this a few times for my friends. No one really asks why these cards are face up, they just go with it. Because if you've performed for them enough, then they'll know that you're going to be doing something cool. So anyway, then you're going to say how your friend was not impressed to see that these cards were the 4 aces, and how the person you're performing it for is not really impressed either. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do a series of, you don't want to flash that, sorry, is you're going to do a series of false cuts. If you're going to do the 190 helix cut, you want to cover, and you have to flip the cards like that. You're going to want to cover that with your hand so that they can't see it, and then just proceed doing the cut. And you're going to say how your friend was, sorry, the box was getting in the way. Then you're going to say how your friend was shuffling the cards for you. He took about half of the pack, and you don't want to flash that or that, and he shuffled them, so you're going to shuffle with the corners. And you're going to want to do a zero shuffle or a Zorro shuffle or whatever it is, where you go like that, and then you pull these cards out, but this is a variation on the zero shuffle, because you don't want to do anything to the pack. So it's going to be like that, and you're just going to pull them apart, put this half on top of this half. So you did absolutely nothing. Then you're going to want to get a break under these 2 cards, 2 of the aces, and then you're going to do a cut, and you're going to steal away those 2 aces, and then put it on the bottom. So that now you're set up, you have 2 aces on the top, 2 blue aces on the bottom, and the 4 red aces on the bottom. Okay? Are you guys at that yet? You probably are now. So what you're going to do is you're going to say how you made a random cut into the pack. You're going to have your fingers up like this, so that when you slide the pack, one of the bottom aces will pop up. And then you're going to want to catch a break. As you're taking this out, you want to catch a break right there, so that you can see where the blue backed cards are, and yeah. So then there's your ace right there. Then you're just going to cut the pack so that nothing happened. You still have your blue ace right here. You have your 2 blue aces up here. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to say that you give the cards a lucky magic rub or whatever, and show that it's on the bottom. Then you're going to flip it over and peel that card away so that you don't show these aces. Okay. Now you're going to say that you're going to do the top shot or whatever. I don't know how to do the top shot. So I just like, you know how like you can deal cards down like that? You're going to do that, but you're going to like flick with your wrist so the card comes flying off. And you just want to do that in a fast motion so it's like that. Because the card's going to be at the top. You can use any method. Now for this part, what you're going to do is you're going to be like, oh, and you can be doing false cuts throughout this entire trick too. That just gives it a little bit more. You're going to catch a break under the top two cards. You're going to take the face down ace and you're going to put it in the second position. Then you're going to take the 10 or whatever card is here. You're going to stick that card in the middle, but you don't want them, you want to have it like this so they can't see where you're putting them. Then you're going to keep talking about all the face up and face down cards. And you're going to do your magic move or whatever it is. I did a twist. And then that will flip. You don't want to spread the cards like that, actually. That's not the best idea. You're going to say that flipped all of the cards back to normal, except for the fourth missing ace. Now, this is where I kept messing up a lot. Like, when I was figuring this out, you still have the aces on the bottom over here. What you're going to do is, you're going to be flipping, okay, here. When you flip this ace, you're going to flip it, and then you're going to take this half, and you're going to put it right there, so that now the face down red aces are in the middle. Then you're going to tell about how you were using marked cards. You're going to flip these cards, and you're going to say, now look at the rest of look at the aces, now look at the rest. Then you're going to push these cards over, flip them, and this is the part that can either make or break your performance. What you're going to do is you're going to cut the cards, you're going to flip them, and then what I like to do is just throw them and catch them. You can do anything you want, just make sure that the cards get flipped over. You can do it fancy, that'll make your performance even better. What you're going to do is you're going to go like that, so that the cards are flipped over, and you're going to show that they're all red. But of course, you have the face-up aces at the bottom. So you're going to have them all like that, and you're going to have your red-backed aces, and you can continue showing these cards. Just don't flash these aces. Trust me, that is not a fun thing to do. Because then they're like, oh, saw that, and you're like, oh, that's not good. But anyway, and then you can just reveal that these backs are red, and your trick is good. So, that's really all there was to it. It's not that difficult. Well, it is the first time if you're figuring it out, but once you get it, it's not that hard, and it's very easy to remember. So, this is Steve of Clubs. Or, this is Steve. You know what, you can just call me Steve. So, this was my video, the tutorial on the awesome variation. May the magic be with you always. This is the Steve of Clubs signing out.